Hello and welcome to this very special Chris and Jack video.
Yes, we have now reached 10,000 subscribers.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
10,000 of you out there.
Actually, one of them's me.
One of them's also me. So I guess 9,998 of you out there who are just like, yeah,
These guys are all right.
I like them. So we asked you to ask us some questions.
Yeah, you've got the Q's, we've got the A's.
We've got the A's.
We're the A boys.
I knew you were going to say that.
Alphabet, innit?
Yeah. Anyway, so moving on to the questions.
When did you meet and how did you become friends?
Our eyes met across a crowded room.
It was
Love
a
at first sight.
summer.
It was the summer
62.
of 2006.
Yeah, we met at school.
We went to the same school.
That's
Pretty boring.
Pretty boring story, really.
Yeah. Oh, we became friends though, because we weren't friends when we first met. Well, obviously, no one's friends when they first meet. We're just like, we're friends. We're gonna do it. We were in a class together and we kind of got on, but we didn't become friends.
No, we became colleagues.
We became like acquaintances. I was like, oh, he's alright, isn't he?
Friends, yeah.
And then a few years later, we were in film studies class together, ironically, or aptly, or something like that.
The opposite of ironic.
And he wanted to make a film, and he asked our film studies teacher, do you reckon there's anyone in this class who would be into that? And I was the nerd of the class, and so he was like, boy, he would be interested.
So I was like, you're right.
He's like, I kind of remember you.
From our eyes meeting previous.
Across the room.
Do you want to make a film?
And we're like, yeah, alright.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Now we're here. Following on from that, are you two dating? And if not, why?
We are not dating because we are both straight males.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't really work.
doesn't really work.
Not into him that way.
Weirdly, we kind of are dating in many other ways
Yeah,
though. We spend a lot of time together.
We spend a weird amount of time together.
We're kind of like a married couple.
Just without the... you know.
You can fill the blank in there. How long does an average video take to make?
Sort of varies a bit. I mean, obviously we put out a
Average.
video... Yeah, I haven't done the maths. But we put out a video a week. So, a week, I guess.
Well, it doesn't take us a whole week to make a video.
Oh, you know, from like conceptual ideas to then shooting it to then editing it.
We do other things. We live.
Well, yeah, we live in
drink
between
and
that.
eat
but
and
like,
sleep as well.
It's not a constant week, but yeah, like, I don't know. We normally shoot everything in 1 or 2 days, and then it's normally edited in also about 1 or 2 days. Some like the superhero video we did recently, that took a lot longer. That was 4 days of shooting, 3 or 4 days of editing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it really varies. The podcast, we bust out in about half an hour.
Yeah.
Just, you know. So, yeah, it varies.
I'd guess, but quite a few hours per video.
Yes.
For sure.
We work hard. What's your favourite video you've made?
It's a very good question. I'm quite fond of many of them, honestly. One of my top ones might be Door to Door. I've got a little soft spot for Door to Door in my heart.
Mine's probably Wands. Proving there that we just like our own stuff, because I wrote Wands and he wrote Door to Door.
There you go.
So basically we just don't like each other's stuff. We just think, oh, I'm really good, aren't I? I love my own thing. So, yeah.
If you had to remake a video, which one would it be?
Ooh, that's tough. All of them.
Start from
Scrap
scratch.
it, delete it, begin again. I think maybe the fantasy film frenzy.
Yeah.
I think that was our weakest.
Definitely. I wouldn't know how we'd do it different.
No, that's the main problem. That's why remake is a bit weird because, you know, it wasn't great, but I feel just, you know, sweep it under the rug and move on.
Yeah.
Don't dwell on the past. Have you ever had to abandon an idea, or is there a video that didn't work?
We pretty much, if we get an idea and we start working on it, we basically see it to fruition.
Yeah, we always see it out.
Usually, you know, if we've already put our eggs in one basket, we don't want to get a new basket of eggs.
No.
It's too much work.
To be honest, I would say most of the time we edit most videos, there's a point in the edit where we're like, nah, we can't put this out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we get pretty low.
Yeah. Then they always tend to just sort of work themselves out.
Basically, yeah, that's a life lesson. Never give up.
Just keep trying, just keep digging at it and it'll become alright. Or you get so numb to how bad it is, you're just like, you know what, I'm okay with it.
You don't even care anymore.
Yeah. In terms of videos that didn't work though, I don't think we ever get far enough into an idea before, you know, giving up on it. We know from the beginning. We've come up with loads of terrible ideas.
Oh, we got about 50 or 60 terrible
we've
ideas.
got a document full of all the ideas that we've never used. Like, I think I've got some on my phone actually. Hold on.
Oh dear. This isn't doing good.
Yeah, there's one here I've just got. Kris encounters a homeless Jack who has something stolen by Gary, a stuffed fox. I don't really even know what I mean. Some stuff we haven't deleted it. Meta film about swearing/censorship.
We did that.
We made it.
That happened. See, sometimes the bad ideas turn into ideas. What expensive thing do you think would really improve the quality of your sketches?
I'm not sure if it's a thing, but a cameraman? Can you call that a thing?
Yeah.
A cameraman.
Would be great.
Just a crew. Just generally a crew.
They're normally quite expensive as well.
They are, so it kind of fits the thing.
Fits the bill.
What TV shows or movies inspire you the most?
I take a lot from a lot of different things. I try and let a lot kind of absorb into me so that I can squeeze all that inspiration back out again into the things that you see. I don't really have a specific name. Have you?
No, I mean, I do a bit, I guess, like, because it's different between what I like watching and what inspires me and such. Like, because I think a lot of the stuff I like watching is nothing like what we make. You know, a lot of dark, brooding thrillers and things like that. It's not really our style, is it? No. So I think in terms of things that are similar to what we do, I think Edgar Wright has to be mentioned. I think he's a huge inspiration for a lot of, like, sort of young British sort of filmmakers.
I have to actively try and not be like him.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like we're sometimes a bit like bit Edgar Wright, isn't it?
Bit too Edgar Wright. Let's tone it down.
Also, things like Peep Show, I think, inspire us a lot, and sort of like the comic tone. I guess sort of a bit more PG versions, but yeah, I think those two things have been things I see reflected in our work a lot.
What is on your bucket list?
I want to make a feature film at one point in my life, keeping it, you know, more relevant to the channel. I'd like to visit every continent.
Interesting.
You?
8 litres handle, maybe a sort of spout to help pour.
Yeah. What are your hobbies outside of filmmaking?
Obviously, I do a lot of the gaming side of things, and you've got
game occasionally,
music.
But then also do music. But outside of that,
we don't really have a life.
We don't really do
outside
much.
of that.
I mean,
I like golf. I'm partial to a bit of golf. Quite like sort of a little bit of all just sports in general. You wouldn't think it, but I do enjoy them. I don't know. Sitting down, is that a hobby?
Netflix, is that a hobby?
Where have you / do you want to live / lived or travel / travelled?
We basically just, people ask us about our travel, where we've lived and that sort of stuff. We just tried to combine it into one
mega question.
It came out quite confusing, but where have you lived? Where would you want to live? Where have you travelled? Where do you want to travel?
Right.
I have lived in London. I also lived in Australia for a year in Byron Bay, which was very nice. I've travelled around a bit. I've been to New Zealand, obviously also Australia, Southeast Asia, America. Did a bit of travelling around there, Europe, South Africa. I've been about a bit, haven't I? Canada's high on my list. I want to go to next. Yeah, you?
Mainly stick to the southeast of England.
Yeah. What is the stupidest thing you've ever done?
I think the stupidest thing I've ever done has probably been shown on this channel. It was probably made for this channel.
Yeah.
We do a lot of stupid things on this channel, and I love that.
Yeah. I think a lot of the Kris versus Jack stuff is some of the stupidest stuff I've ever done.
Yeah.
Quite aptly with that, have you ever injured yourself making a video?
Yes.
Yeah?
Never major, just little bumps and scrapes.
Oh yeah, like, you know, the Kris versus Jack's where we jump into stuff and like, you know, falling over on the slippy mat thing. What was that called?
Slip and slides.
But surprisingly, actually, for how many stupid things you do, no serious injuries.
Not yet. What's gone most awry whilst filming a video?
Well, no joke, we literally did once get arrested by armed police many years ago before this channel existed, but that is a story for another day.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive thing you've broken?
I don't... for the channel?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Nothing. I don't think we really have.
We've not really broken anything.
You'd think we would have. We've got quite a bit of expensive equipment.
And just we're idiots, you know.
We're not too
clumsy.
careful. But yeah, nothing particularly. I mean, we've broken a GoPro case.
Yeah, we dropped it. You know, when we're filming the basketball, most recently in our Kris vs Jack, we filmed it on the hoop. Getting that up there, I had to get on his shoulders, and it dropped off and broke.
And fell, but we're still using it. It's not broken enough to not use anymore.
Put it back together. So surprisingly,
nothing. But again, very much like ourselves, watch this space because plenty of time for things to be broke. How do you write your sketches?
On a computer?
Yep. Never pens or paper.
No. No, but we've done, in terms of like who writes the sketches, we've done pretty much every combination possible. Sometimes I've written a whole sketch, sometimes Kris has written a whole sketch, sometimes I've started a sketch, Kris has finished it, he's started it, I've finished it, I've started it, we've collaborated the rest together, you get the idea.
Sometimes we go a word at a time.
Yeah, sometimes like, a man once
went
to the shops.
Sketch, coming next week.
What skills have you improved most since starting the channel?
Ooh, this is retrospective, reflective.
Yep.
I know it was a real word. I think generally everything a little bit, like acting mostly.
I
feel like I've got more confident with my acting.
Yeah.
Not the best, but I'm more happy to just jump into doing some acting and I don't really care what anyone thinks.
Because it's definitely the thing we're least comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like, we don't consider ourselves actors at all. Like the filmmaking side of stuff, we're not like professionals or anything, but we feel fairly confident.
That's our passion. Whereas the acting, we have to.
We're the only ones here, so no one else is going to act.
No one's going to do it.
So we've kind of had to do that, and sort of, I think definitely that's the thing I feel much more confident in these days. So yeah, probably acting.
Where do babies come from?
Well, when two people love each other very much, they
cuddle.
They cuddle a bit.
A special cuddle.
And then you wait sort of 9-ish months, and then baby.
A baby just happened. If you actually got superpowers, which one would you pick?
Flight.
Wow, very quick in there. You want to fly about? What about like dealing with the hot temperatures really up there?
I'm presuming the superpower comes with that. Like I can breathe up there, I can deal with the temperatures, I can land without breaking my bones. It's an all-inclusive package of being able to fly.
Okay,
there's no point being able to fly if it's just you get up there and you die straight away.
Fair enough.
That's not a superpower.
Fair enough.
That's just a suicide. So yeah,
lovely. Okay, I'd probably go for teleportation.
Oh, that's
weirdly. Weirdly enough, I got the one I wanted.
Well done.
Yeah, just it'd be nice to be able to go anywhere you want at any time.
I go wherever I want. It's more fun though on the way. What if you end up inside a wall, Kris?
Well, I'd be good at it. I'm not going to be a bad teleporter.
I think you would be.
Again, it encompasses it. It's all in the skill that I'm good at.
So you can't teleport inside something?
It's physically
What
impossible.
if you wanted to teleport inside a wall?
Tough. Too bad. That's not how my power works.
Fine. Roger or Damien?
Oh, that's a tough choice.
For those who aren't aware, Roger is the ghost and Damien's the devil.
Yeah, both played by me. But no, in terms of acting, I enjoyed playing Damien more because I got to just let loose a little bit. All right. Yeah.
Go drink some monster.
He's got to be a bit of fun like that, a bit more of a character. Whereas with Roger, he's a little bit more just me, basically. Whereas I think in terms of watching the character, I think Damien's a funnier character to watch.
It's a bit up though, wasn't it, Roger?
Both of them weren't particularly comfortable, to be honest, with you. But yeah, so both for both different reasons. Have you ever been recognised in person?
Yeah, my mates sometimes. I'll be walking and be like, hello.
They'll be like, that's Jack, innit? I know you.
Family as well sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be weird if you weren't recognised,
Can you... I don't recognise you. We've known each other for 10 years.
You're my mum.
I've never seen you before in my life. So yeah, quite regularly. If you mean by strangers,
once
someone messaged us afterwards on Twitter being like, just saw you in B&Q, mate.
B&Q is a DIY hardware store.
So whoever, if you're watching,
hello,
you're that one person.
Yep. Should have come and said hi.
You should have, but maybe don't.
But don't.
It's done. I'm joking.
but not really.
On a scale of purple to Australia, what is your favourite flavour of the alphabet and why? How much do each of you do on the channel?
Oh, well, let me tell you, I don't do very much at all.
You do some.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in them.
I'm in them, and sometimes I come up with some ideas of them as well. I would say from a creative point of view, we're both very equal.
Yeah.
But from a physical, doing the hard labour, Jack pulls a lot of that weight. Which
I'd say pre-production, sort of planning ideas, very even. In the actual shooting, 60-40, maybe 70-30. You know, I'm behind the cameras a bit more. In terms of editing, 90-10.
I think that even that's being generous,
isn't it? You watch them.
I watch.
I'm just like, I've got a new edit for you, mate.
Yeah.
You want to check it out? You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Put out.
But, you know, I'd say I'm more important in other ways. Anyone can do that. Not anyone can do what I do. How did you learn to edit?
Ironically, despite me doing all the editing, this guy taught me.
I taught him. How? I say I taught him. I mean, I showed you for about half hour.
Yeah, you showed me the basics, showed me the ropes.
And then you took off.
Yeah,
and learned
going more in line with how we became friends when we started making stuff together. That's the only reason we really hung out. I wanted to make a film. He was the only person I knew with Premiere. So I was like, can I come round and edit my film, please?
I was like, yeah.
And so he showed me the ropes, and he taught me everything he knew. And then I
all
learned,
20 minutes of it.
Then I learned more.
And now he teaches me. See how that works? Circle of life.
I don't know. Does Jack ever help with the editing or ideas for ZF videos?
No, not particularly.
I mean, I did make his intro, which he's never credited me for. You know the intro on his channel?
He made the intro.
I made that. And not only did does he never credit me, in a live stream once, someone went, oh, who made your intro? And he went,
me.
I was watching it at the time live, and I was like,
it's annoying, isn't it? The only time he watches my live stream, and that happens.
And I was like, what did you just say to her?
Yeah.
So I made that.
So, you know, well done. Thank you, Jack.
But other than that, no, I don't help with the editing.
He doesn't really help at all.
No. I watch. Sometimes.
What are the things you both find most annoying about each other?
I did a bit of thinking before on this question. Just wrote down a few that came to mind. So point one. Only joking. He's alright. He's alright.
This is what I find most annoying about him.
What are your favourite accents?
Well, I know Jack here will not stop doing an Australian accent all the time. All the time. Except for now. Look, he's stopped now.
I never do that.
He knows he's been caught. I'm partial to a bit of Irish.
Oh, go on.
Shillelagh. Who can solve a Rubik's Cube quicker?
Kris.
Me.
He taught me how to do it, actually.
Yep.
You teach me a lot of things, don't you?
I do.
You're like my mentor.
I am. I'm your mentor, and then you overtake me. And
haven't beaten you in a Rubik's Cube yet?
You haven't, no. I think my best time was about a minute. I think I beat sub 1 minute once, and I got really lucky. It was like one move.
I'm like minute 40, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was really little, I wanted to be a fireman. I used to go to preschool wearing a fireman Sam.
Did you set fire to lots of things?
Yeah, I just used to put them out, and I was like, oh, look, I'm a fireman. And then when I grew up a bit, I wanted to be either a chef or a pilot. You know, the classic combo. And then when I was like 12, I went through a weird phase of being a demolition expert. It's quite dark.
That I can imagine.
Then musician. And then this, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to be for a long time. I wanted to be a postman when I was really young.
Oh.
Then, I don't know, I think it was film director, really filmmaker. And I still want to be that when I grow up to this day.
Yeah, when we get there eventually. How do you stay so humble after creating such amazing videos?
We do stay we're very humble, you and I. We're probably,
they are amazing videos.
They are. We're probably the humblest people out there, and for the amazingness of our videos, I would say our humbleness kind of matches that level.
It is very hard to be this humble when you make really, really great stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a struggle, but we are very good at it, luckily.
Yeah. What do you expect to be doing in 5 years' time?
I don't really plan that far ahead. I don't really know what I'm doing next week.
No. I mean, what is it? It's a Friday, so probably making dinner, I'd imagine, around this time of day.
Yeah, Friday, 4 o'clock.
In 5 years' time. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'll go out for dinner. It's a Friday, after all. You know.
When you become huge YouTubers, what will you give back to make the world better?
That's sweet, isn't it?
Yes.
I think just our videos alone are giving back enough to the world, you know, to make laughter happen. Laughter's a real gift.
Yeah, that's our contribution to society.
In this day and age, so that's all. Certainly, you know, nothing else. That's for sure. I mean, you're getting our laughter already. What are you being so greedy for? Why do you want more?
Exactly. What do you think you'll do if you hit 100,000 subscribers?
Another Q&A, probably.
Yeah. Format works so far.
Yes, again.
Stick with what you know.
See you in, 10 years' time?
Maths works out.
Better.
Yeah.
9 years' time.
9.
9, because we've already had a 1 year. But there we go. That has been your questions answered.
Yes, thank you to all 10,000 of you who have got us here. It is very much appreciated. And also a huge thank you to our patrons who go that little bit further than just a subscription. Not that there's, you know, you don't need to or anything, but you could.
You can. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. But you don't feel any pressure or anything.
And we appreciate it if you do. That's all we're saying.
That's what, we appreciate it if you don't either, you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
you know.
Whatever. But thank you anyway.
But more if you do.
More if you do.
But thanks.
See you soon.